episode 11 of Mushoku Tensei, the last episode of this season. I think this episode is the best episode so far after episode 1 of Mushoku Tensei. This is because it develops on the characters and also develop the relationship between these three individuals, Rujet, Rudis, and also Aris. This is not just strengthen their bonds, but also develop their relationship to be not just someone who wants to bring these two particular individual, which is Rudis and Aris, to their hometown, but strengthening their bonds towards building some types of friendship relationship. That is what this particular episode means. Alright, let's take a look at the first part of this episode. Rudis and his group are assigned to hunt this monster in this particular forest, this mysterious forest. And there's also three groups that were assigned with the same quest to hunt this monster. The first group are Rudis, and the second group is the red guy named Kurt. I think you guys see it in the last episode. And the third group is, I think, the most forgettable person is the piglet. In the end, what happens is that only Rudis and his groups, and also there's two individuals from the red guy named Kurt groups, two individuals who managed to survive from this particular quest. And Rudis was able to get the rewards and also kill the monster in this forest. All of the other members are massacred and they won't be able to survive because the monsters are too strong for them. One of the members from Kurt group, which is the bird, I think the bird, he died. So the reason behind his death is because of Rudis' mistake, or Rudis just let this person die. At that moment, what happens is that Rudis keeps stalling into saving Kurt's group. So Kurt's group are being attacked by multiple monsters. I think there's two monsters, and Rudis keeps stalling because what he thinks is that by stalling he was able to have a favor or in debt with their groups, with Rudis' group. So Kurt's group will be in debt or will have a huge favor on them. So they will be able to not just improve in terms of the superb reputation, but also improve their efficiency in terms of adventure and also returning back to their hometown. But what happens is that a person or a member from the Kurt's group was attacked by a monster and he died in the end. Without any thinking, Rujet and Aris go on to kill the monster in order to save these two particular individuals from being killed by this monster. Rujet was really angry with Rudy's actions and decisions because he thinks that he could save that person from being killed by the monster. If you look at this scene, it shows that Rudis is the leader of this group because along the way to episode 11, we see that everything that is being done by this group of Rudis, Rujet, and also Aris are being done through the lens or decisions from Rudis itself. From going to a town and sign up for the Adventures Guild, and also coloring Rujet's hair with blue color and taking the quest for finding the cats. All of that are through the lens or through the direct order of Rudis itself. Rudis' mistake was that he doesn't listen to other people's opinion, especially Rujet, and he tried to burden all the responsibility from bringing Aris back to the hometown and also polish the reputations of superb tribe and also protecting Rujet and Aris. So these burdens are being carried by Rudis alone. He thinks that he needs to carry all of those stuff alone, and he needs to make decisions to protect all of their people or all of his friends beside him. This mentality which let a person die in the end because of Rudy's decision. By the end of this episode, what Rudis learns is that he needs to rely on other people. He needs to work as a team, not as an individual person who makes decisions and also listen to other people's opinions. These situations strengthen their relationship to be someone who is not just sacrificing for each other, but also relying on each other. Now let's take a look at the second part of the episode, where the themes of sacrifice and friendship are presenting well in this episode because of Rujet's action. So what happens is that this horse guy are blackmailing Rudis and his groups to share his rewards to this horse guy. So what dirt that this horse guy got on Rudis? Basically, in the last episode, Rujet killed a person, and this horse guy managed to get that information and try to blackmail in telling the Adventures Guild about the situations that happens in the last episode. So by telling those situations, their Adventures license will be withdrawn or will be removed. So when that happens, they won't be able to make money, and also not having money means that they cannot adventures to return back to their hometown. In the end, what Rudis decide is that he needs to kill this guy. He needs to kill this horse guy because he will take a large portion of their expense, which in turns they cannot support with the money they have right now. However, what happens is that Rujet expose himself, reveal himself to be the identity Dead End, and also a person from the Superb tribe. So this end up causing a huge catastrophic fear amongst the town people and also the horse guy. That guy won't brave enough to mess with Rudy's group, because if he does, Rujet will find him and kill him. So Rujet and Aris has to leave this town because the identity Dead End and Rujet itself is the most fearsome and notorious persons that is being feared by all of the people in the town. This shows more detail in Rujet development, as he is someone not just thinking about reclaiming the reputations of the Super tribe, but also someone who cherish the relationship and the friendship with the people beside him. That is what importance to Rujet, the people beside him. And the last scene of this episode, Rujet said that a warrior is my pride. So what does warrior means? Well, from Rujet's perspective, based on the last couple of episodes, we see that warrior means someone who is protecting a child, and also protecting the people or the friends beside you. So Rujet is someone who is fighting for justice, not just justice, but also someone who is fighting for the friends beside him. So this is the last episode of Mushoku Tensei episode 11 for this season, and it was really good. I think this series does deserve much respect with its animations, its presentation of the story, and also its personality in terms of its character. And this episode, I think, is one of the best episodes for this series because it shows the characterization, it shows the reasons behind a certain character's action. So this becomes my favorite episode, and it strengthens the bonds and the relationship between these three individuals, which is Rudis, Rujet, and also Aris. I hope we were able to get more episodes and more season for this series because I really do enjoy Mushoku Tensei. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video to the end, and also please everyone, like and subscribe this channel, and I really appreciate if you do so. And also please leave a comment if you disagree or even agree with my opinions, because I want to see all of people's perspective on this series Mushoku Tensei, and I really appreciate if you guys were able to do so. So stay safe and stay tuned for the next anime video.